Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4 5. The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively in the new home of USPHL Hockey, Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Advent Health Center Ice Arena. We're located approximately 20 minutes northeast of Tampa, here in beautiful Wesley Chapel, Florida. It is day number 2 of the 2026 United States Premier Hockey League Tampa Showcase. A full gauntlet of games here throughout the course of the morning, afternoon, and into the evening. 21 games in total between the four rinks here at Advent Health Center Ice, and we begin with game number 1. It's in USPHL Elite play and features the Metro Jets, who will face off against the Florida Junior Blades. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Good to have you with us. It is a full day of hockey here in January in Florida. Nothing better. A little bit of ice hockey in the great Sunshine State. A big thank you to the entire Tampa Bay Juniors hockey organization. Kevin Walter, Brett and Garrett Strode, as well as Ken and Nancy Mandel, Nicole Remmers, the entire management and staff of the Tampa Bay Juniors hockey organization, Top Shelf Sports Lounge. A big thank you for the wonderful hospitality and the invite for the 4th year in a row to come down to Florida in January. Certainly an honor and a privilege to be a part of the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. We kick things off with the first game of the day. It's in USPHL Elite play. The Metro Jets from the USPHL Elite Midwest Division and the Florida Junior Blades from the USPHL Elite Florida Division. And let's meet the team based out of Mount Clemens, Michigan. Play their home game at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, about 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. The Metro Jets, who currently sit second in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. Record of 17 wins, 9 losses, 1 overtime loss, no shootout losses, good for 35 points. Winners of their last 2, 6-4 in their last 10 games. And the Jets, coming into the weekend, they are led by the 20-year-old from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan, the 42 of Grayson Laprise. Laprise so far 11 goals, 8 assists, 19 points on the season. Highest scorer amongst defensemen on the roster, it is the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, the 48 of Sam Hansen. Hansen so far 2 goals, 13 assists, 15 points on the season. Answering the call and goal this morning for the Metro Jets, the 19-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, the 32 of Brendan Dreisbach. Dreisbach, 7 wins, 5 losses, 1 overtime loss, a .230 goals against average, a .912 save percentage, as well as 3 shutouts on the season. His last game came back on December 13th at the USPHL Chicago Showcase, stopping 36 of 41 shots he faced, and a 5-2 loss by the Jets to the U18 AAA program of the Decatur Blaze. So it's Brendan Dreisbach in goal for the Metro Jets. They will take on the Florida Junior Blades, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division. They are 1-1 this weekend. This is their 3rd game in less than 24 hours here in the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. They're 1-1 so far overall, 4th in the USPHL Elite Florida Division. 11 wins, 15 losses, 2 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss for 25 points. 4 points back of the Florida Eels for 3rd in the Florida Division. In their last 10 games, they are 3-5-1. And they are led by the 18-year-old from Naples, Florida, the 29 of Dylan McCausey. McCausey so far 13 goals, 14 assists, 27 points on the season. Highest scorer amongst defensemen on the roster is the 18-year-old from Little Rock, Arkansas, the number 2 of Jet Lavin. Lavin so far 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points on the season. Answering the call in goal this morning for the Florida Junior Blades, the 19-year-old from Comox Valley, British Columbia, Canada, the number 1, Nick Bagley. Bagley so far 1 win, 2 losses, a .723 goals against average, .862 save percentage for Bagley, who has spent the majority of the season with the Florida Junior Blades USPHL Premier Program. His last game on the elite side, you got to go all the way back to November 15th. A game against the high-powered Tampa Bay Juniors, as Bagley was in goal, stopping 21 of 28 shots he faced in that effort. So it's Nick Bagley in goal for the Florida Junior Blades. The rest of the starting lineup for the Blades on defense. The 18-year-old from Nassau in the Bahamas, the 21 of Daniel Watson, and alongside him the 19-year-old from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the 26 of Zach Barda. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Estero, Florida, the 43 of Jaron Prokopets. On his left side, the left wing, the 17-year-old from Kitchener, Ontario, Canada, the 37 of Lucas Bruce. And on the right wing, the 18-year-old from Naples, Florida, the 29 of Dylan McCausey. Head coach of the Florida Junior Blades is Mac Diver, his first season behind the bench. For the Metro Jets, as we mentioned, in goal, the 19-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, the 32 of Brendan Dreisbach. On defense, the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, the 48 of Sam Hansen. And alongside him, the 18-year-old from Wallet Lake, Michigan, the 94 of Dmitry Aksanov. Starting at center, the 18-year-old from Lake Orion, Michigan, the 66 of Braden Graham. On his left wing, the 20-year-old from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan, Canada, the 42 of Grayson Laprice. And on the right wing, the 18-year-old from Gaylord, Michigan, the 67 of Grady Smith. Head coach of the Metro Jets is Danny Vanderweel, his second season behind the bench. This is the first of 2 games today for the Metro Jets. First game of the weekend. Well, for the Florida Junior Blades, their third game in less than 24 hours. The Jets will play later on this afternoon, and they'll take on the Typhoon Hockey Club next door in Rink C at 4:30 p.m. But they will kick off day number 2, the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. As we get set to go, a full slate of games on all 4 rinks today. Even the rink behind us, Rink A, the Olympic-size rink, going to get some action as well. As we get set to go, it's a full day. Teams from all over the country have made their way to Wesley Chapel, Florida for this weekend's 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. And the Metro Jets, of course, representing the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, play their home games at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, located 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniforms, blue shoulders and red trim. They'll be skating left to right on your television screen, while the Florida Junior Blades, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division, play their home games at Hertz Arena, about 20 minutes south of Fort Myers, about 2 hours south of us here at Wesley Chapel in Estero, Florida. They are the designated road team today, wearing the green uniforms, white, gray, blue, and black trim. They'll be skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. And for those of a certain age, they are wondering what's a TV dial. Aren't you, Alex? You're wondering what a TV dial is, aren't you? It's old school. Back then, you had to go up and actually change the channel, you know. We didn't have remotes back then. So you had to go up and actually change the channel. I'm aging myself, aren't I? There you go. We are set to go. 21 games on the docket today. This is game number 1. Game 21 will be tonight at 8:30, and yeah, yours truly's calling that one as well. The first of 6 on the day for yours truly. Metro Jets, Florida Junior Blades, and we're underway. Puck back into the Florida Junior Blades zone. Zach Barta had it knocked away by Grayson Laprice. Laprice pressured there by Dylan McCausey. McCausey, the leading scorer for the Florida Junior Blades, had a goal and an assist yesterday in their 3-1 victory over the Motor City Gamblers. And knocked in by Jaron Prokopets, who sends it in. Sam Hansen will go after it. Pressure there by the 37 of Lucas Bruce. Bruce sends it across to Prokopets. Prokopets had it knocked away. Now Grayson Laprice will grab it. Laprice, long-range shot at Nick Bagley, who steers it aside. Picked up by Grady Smith. First game of the 2026 calendar year for the Metro Jets. Well-rested and fresh. While the Florida Junior Blades, as we mentioned, third game in less than 24 hours. Picked up by Tyler Dix. Dix will send it across, looking for Jared LeGros. LeGros, former Bold City Battalion, has faced the Florida Division extensively in his career. Last time the Metro Jets played, go back to December 19th at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, an 11-1 victory over the Chicago T-Rex. As Dmitry Aksanov off the boards of Tyler Dix, now picked up by Jared LeGros. LeGros will bring it in. LeGros leads it back for Tyler Dix, knocked away by Jet Lavin, and now here come the Blades the other way. Logan Cameron now with the puck. Cameron couldn't get, Scott Jua takes it away from him. Jua tried to feed it to Jonah Clark, went through his skates, and it comes back to Nathan Ostrander. Ostrander sends it in. Brendan Dreisbach will play the puck there for the 55 of Connor Mulligan. Mulligan now looking for Jonah Clark, who's going to the bench in a line change, and Scott Jua will go after it. Jua, the 19-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, in his native country of Australia. Send it across to Connor Mulligan. Had it knocked away, picked up by John Satigue. Satigue now pressured by Mulligan. Off the boards to Brody Jamrick. Jamrick had a battle there with the referee, went through his skates. And it comes back to Ronnie Lubers. Here comes Lubers. He'll send it in, long-range shot, wide on Nick Bagley. Lavin is there, battles there with Aiden Ricasa. Lubers picks his pocket. And now Ronnie Lubers with the puck. Looking for somewhere to go. Backhands over to the corner, looking for Aiden Ricasta. Finds Jet Lavin instead. Mulligan couldn't keep it in. The puck goes all the way down. Into the Jet zone, icing the call. 14:20 to go here in period number 1. Metro Jets currently second in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division behind the high-powered Chicago Crush, who are having just an outstanding season. 31 wins, 3 losses, no overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. The Jets, the only team now, mathematically, that can catch the Chicago Crush for the division championship. And the Chicago Crush played yesterday against the Chicago Prospect Stars. And they skated to a 10-2 victory over the Prospect Stars. So the Crush in line to clinch the division championship here in its only January. The Metro Jets, the only team now mathematically alive to be able to catch the Crush for that division championship. And they need a good weekend here in Wesley Chapel, Florida, to be able to do so. Unfortunately for the Jets, they do, as of now, do not play the Chicago Crush the rest of the regular season. That may change with an upcoming showcase in February in the Chicagoland area. $13:28 to go here in the opening period. The Chicago Crush do play tomorrow an away game with, in parentheses, against the Chicago T-Rex at 11:30 a.m. Then after another game of the Chicago Prospect Stars, the Crush have almost over a month off before the Chicagoland Showcase in mid-February. It's a different showcase from the USPHL Chicago Showcase we just had back before the Christmas holiday. The Crush only have 7 games left in the regular season. They have played the bulk of their schedule already in the first half. And the Metro Jets need a good weekend here in Florida to keep pace with, mathematically, as we mentioned, they're still alive for the division championship, but they need a really good weekend this weekend here in Florida to have any kind of chance at catching a Crush for the USPHL Elite Midwest Division Championship. The Crush is having an absolutely banner season, #1 rated team in the USPHL Elite. As Brody Jamrick sends it in, Nick Bagley will leave it there for Daniel Watson, the 18-year-old from Nassau, the Bahamas, not exactly known as a hockey metropolis. As Sam Hansen grabs it away from Watson, knocked away by Dylan McCausey. McCausey now sends it across, blockered away by Dreisbach. Lucas Bruce shot. There's Prokopets with a shot up high and wide. Jaron Prokopets out with the puck. He had a goal in the Blades 5-2 loss yesterday to the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Picked up by Sam Hansen. Hansen had it taken away. by Lucas Bruce. Bruce out of McCausey with a shot, and Dreisbach makes the save. Picked up by Ronnie Lubers on the rebound. Lubers sends it up. Grayson Laprise off his backside. Bruce sends it in. And Ethan Lorraine will go back after it. Lorraine, the 18-year-old from New Boston, Michigan, up to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers pressured off the puck there by Logan Cameron, excuse me. And Caden Faircloth over to Jet Lavin. Lavin now to Cameron. Logan Cameron dumps it in, the 18-year-old from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Pressured on the puck there by Scott Jua. Now Sam Hansen digs it out. Met there by Hayes Poole. And here comes Tyler Dix. Tyler Dix, a Mount Clemens native. All-time career leader in franchise history and games played. This is career game number 115 for Tyler Dix. One of the original members of the Jets as Nick Bagley makes the save. Let's meet Nick Bagley. The 19-year-old goaltender from Comox Valley, British Columbia, Canada, has split some time between the Blades Elite and Premier squads. He has also seen time in the past with the Isanti Outlaws up in the USPHL Premier. Played 4 games for them last season while spending time with the Claresholm Thunder, the NJHL. Also a former Powell River King U18 AA program in his native province of British Columbia. Getting the call today against the Metro Jets. As Dick sends it in, picked up there by Faircloth. Caden Faircloth, the 19-year-old Tampa native, sends it in the neutral zone, picked up by Scott Jua. Jua now over to Grady Smith. Smith brings it in. Offside, the call as Ricasa couldn't get back onside in time. .10-12 to go here in period number 1. Full slate of games today. Getting ready to go here in a couple minutes. Over on Ring C, the Motor City Gamblers and the Hershey Cubs. USPHL Elite play. That's an 8:30 face-off. So they should have already puck dropped by now. First game over on the primary Ring D is in USPHL Premier play. The Charleston Colonials Hershey Cubs will go at it. And the Olympic Rink A will see its first action of the weekend at 11:30 a.m. Florida Eels Northern Cyclones, USPHL Elite play. As Bagley makes the save. .9:54 to go here in period number 1. Big thank you to the parents and everyone that's brought coffee this morning. We definitely needed this early. Especially the high-quality Dunkin' Donuts Midnight Dark Roast. For those interested in getting your favorite broadcaster a coffee, I like my coffee dark roast and black. Gonna need it this morning, bright and early. Picked up there by Jason Rivera. Rivera had it knocked away by Max Lee. And collected by Zach Barta. Barta trying to feed to Rivera in the neutral zone. Knocked away there by Zeke Fields. Jarrett LeGros takes it away from him. Bouncing puck, and Cam Maxwell goes after him. Met there by Zach Barta. Barta now to Nathan Ostrander. Ostrander sends it across, too far there for the 38 of Rivera. And picked up by Gavin Otto. Otto now to Noah Chambers. Chambers started the year here in the state of Florida with the Bold City Battalion on the Premier side before that team disbanded for this season. They will return in 26-27. Picked up by Zach Barta. Barta bouncing puck in on Dreisbach, and he'll cover. Let's meet Brendan Dreisbach, the 19-year-old goaltender from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Split last year, his second year with the Metro Jets Elite. Did start last year with the Metro Jets Development Program, USPHL Premier, before getting some work in with the Metro Jets Elite. Last season, 11 games played, a 276 goals against average, 902 save percentage, 1 shutout. for the 4-year letterman for the St. Clair Shores Unified Lakers, Michigan High School Athletic Association. He's been the workhorse goaltender this season for the Metro Jets Elite. And gets the well-earned start here this morning for the Metro Jets, who kick off their 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. Face off the neutral zone to our right. Picked up by Braden Graham, now to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine sends it in. Going after the 48, Gabriel Lasavio. Lasavio, pressure there, comes out to Gavin Otto. Otto with a shot, deflected, but Bagley makes the save. Picked up by Grayson Laprice. Laprice with a shot up high and wide. Braden Graham grabs it. Pressured there by Lasavio. Gabriel Lasavio, the 17-year-old of Selkirk, New York, had it taken away by Braden Graham. And Graham shot off the glove and off the post behind Nick Bagley. Shot there from Grayson Laprice on an off angles. Bagley makes the save. Lucas Bruce knocked to the ice by Grayson Laprice. Picked up by McCausey, pressured by Laprice. The battle between the two team scoring leaders. Dylan McCausey, the Blades. Grayson Laprice, the Jets. McCausey pressured there by Tyler Dix. Gets a little bit of help from Jarrett LeGros. Now picked up by Cameron. Logan Cameron brings it in. Surrounded by a trio of Jets. Cameron pressured off the puck there by Ethan Lorraine. Puck come the cross over to Jarrett LeGros. LeGros now to Jonah Clark. Clark now had it taken away by the 41 of Hayes Poole. And now Cameron brings it right back into the Jets zone. Knocked away by the Sam Hansen. LeGros trying to get it out. Kept in by Jacob Douglas. Axon off to Clark. Quick pass. Intercepted by Poole. Hayes Poole brings it in with a shot. Saved by Dreisbach. And he'll hang on with 6:51 to go here in the first period. Love me some dark roast coffee. Just straight black dark roast coffee. Indeed. It'll wake you up. When you have an 8:15 a.m. game, nothing like some dark roast coffee. Pass right on the front. Cameron over, cross over to Douglas with a shot, and he scores! Jacob Douglas opens the scoring for the Florida Junior Blades. As Douglas, the 19-year-old from Palm Coast, Florida, his 9th goal of the season for the former Bold City Battalion. And the Florida Junior Blades strike first. They lead 1-0. Jacob Douglas just was patient with goaltender Brendan Dreisbach and puts it over to sprawled goaltender to give the Blades a 1-0 lead. So Jacob Douglas puts his Blades on the board, his 9th goal of the season. And the Florida Junior Blades lead by a score of 1-0. Eli Schwarzer had it taken away by John Satig. Knocked away by Connor Mulligan. Pressured there by Peyton Vela. Vela with a shot was blocked, and now Noah Chambers throws it up to Jonah Clark. Eli Schwarzer grabs it. Jacob Douglas, his 8th of the season from Logan Cameron and Hayes Poole at 10:19 of the first period to give the Blades a 1-0 lead. Scott Jua comes out with it. Jua, second-year defenseman for the Metro Jets, elite. Had it knocked away. Cam Maxwell kicks it into the Blades zone. Picked up by Nathan Ostrander. Ostrander pressure on the puck by Chambers. Knocked in by Zeke Fields. Bouncing puck and picked up by Connor Mulligan. The 19-year-old from Siloam Springs, Arkansas. 2 players in this game, both from the state of Arkansas. Connor Mulligan, the number 55 for the Jets from Siloam Springs. Jet Lavin, the 18-year-old from Little Rock, Arkansas, wears number 2. So Jay Blades, Smith with a shot, saved by Bagley. Rivera up to Fields. Fields up to Hunter Phoebe. Phoebe right in on Dreisbach, who covers with 5:09 to go here in period number 1. Shot 6-3 in favor of the Junior Blades. Perhaps an advantage, so to speak, for the Blades to have already played 2 games this weekend. They've got their sea legs back, if you will. Well, this is the Metro Jets' first game of the 2026 calendar year. Bouncing puck on Bagley, who scoops it up. The Jets have not played since December 19th. Just over 2 weeks since the Jets have hit the ice in game conditions. Face off to the left of goaltender Nick Bagley, his glove side. As Braden Graham takes the draw against Jaron Prokopets. Graham clean draw win there. Dix now to Max Lee with his shots. Blocker save there by Bagley. Lee keeps it in. Still keeps it in the second ever, but brought it in the third ever by Prokopets. Lucas Bruce trying to knock it into the Jet zone. Knocked away by Grady Smith. Smith had it knocked away, but Tyler Dix comes back with it. Tyler Dix now on the puck. Dix up to Max Lee. Lee, fan of the shot. Now picked up by Dylan McCausey. McCausey now over to Lucas Bruce. Played by Dreisbach and picked up by Bruce. McCausey now. Pass blocked there by Max Lee. Pressured by, big hit there by Bruce. Another hit and a penalty coming to the Blades. Grady Smith, free play for the Jets. Smith with a shot, turned it around, and Bagley makes the save. But the Metro Jets will go on the power play for the first time this morning. So the Jets trailing 1-0 will go on the power play. Lucas Bruce, a 2-minute minor for boarding. And the Jets, pretty good in the power play, 15.5%. Have scored 9 power play goals and 58 opportunities with a man advantage. While the Florida Junior Blades, 74% of the penalty kill, scored 3 shorthanded goals. So that's something to keep an eye on. So a 2-minute minor for boarding on Lucas Bruce will put the Jets in the power play for the first time with 4:02 to go here in the first period. Face-off won by the Blades. Knocked away, though, by Jared LeGros. LeGros to Dmitry Aksanov. Now back to LeGros, top of the face-off circle. LeGros feeds it back to Aksanov with a shot. Deflected, save made. Rebound, another glove save by Nick Bagley as Grayson Laprice was right there to pounce on the rebound. But Bagley sticks the glove out and makes the save with 3:46 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Bagley as Tyler Dix will take the draw for the Jets against Jason Rivera. Rivera wins that and sends it all the way down the Jets zone. Dreisbach will play it for Gavin Otto. Otto, the 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado, trying to feed it to Grayson Laprice. Picked up there by Ostrander, who sends it down the Jets zone. Aksanov will grab it. Too far for Tyler Dix, but Grayson Laprice grabs it. Grayson Laprice, second year with the Jets, with a shot, save made, rebound comes out. LeGros couldn't get to it. It was met there by Nathan Ostrander. Picked up by Mulligan. Connor Mulligan. Backhand pass over to Dmitry Aksanov. Over to Jared LeGros. LeGros with a shot, looking for the deflection by Tyler Dix. Mulligan grabs it now, back to Laprice. Laprice back to Mulligan. Connor Mulligan pinching in over to Jared LeGros. LeGros down to Aksanov, knocked away. Nice play by Aksanov as Cameron was looking for a shorthanded break. Puck fed back to Jared LeGros. LeGros now to Grayson Laprice. Laprice brings it in, knocked away by Cameron. And picked off by Laprice. He'll bring it right back in. Laprice with a shot was deflected wide. Grady Smith battles it with Jet Lavin. Laprice grabs it again. Laprice off angle. Brings it to his forehand, but was knocked off the puck before he could complete the shot. Comes back to Max Lee at the point. Lee sends it towards the net, deflected wide. 2:15 to go here in the first period. Florida Junior Blades up 1-0. Lee over to Connor Mulligan. Mulligan winds up, fires wide. Rebound comes out right in front of the net and knocked away. Grayson Laprice grabs it. Back over to Mulligan. Knocked away, though, by John Satigue. Satigue knocks it away. And the Florida Junior Blades successful on the penalty kill. They're 1 for 1. A lot of pressure by the Jets. Not a whole lot of shots on Nick Bagley. And the puck deflected in. To the Jet zone, picked up by Max Lee. Lee off the boards, looking for Ronnie Lubers, hops over his stick. And icing is the call, 1:36 to go here in the first period. Shots 7-7. Even up between the Jets and the Blades. As Hayes Poole will take the draw for the Blades. Clean draw win on Cam Maxwell. Zach Barta with a shot blocked by Ronnie Lubers. Knocked away, picked up by Noah Chambers, and a hand pass being called. 1:27 to go. Here in the first period. Today is the Jets doubleheader day. Later on this afternoon, 4:30 face-off next door in Rink C. They'll play the Typhoon Hockey Club. Tomorrow, Sunday, January 4th, over next door in the Olympic-sized Rink A, the Jets have a date with the hosts, the Tampa Bay Juniors. 9:30 a.m. face-off, and they'll wrap it up on Monday, January 5th, 9:30 a.m. next door in Rink C. They'll play the Florida Eels. So a tough schedule for the Metro Jets on the elite side. Bouncing puck goes wide. The Florida Junior Blades, it's their third game of the weekend already. As they will wrap up their USPHL Tampa Showcase tomorrow, Sunday, January 4th, against the Charleston Colonials right here in Rink B, 4 o'clock face-off. Before they jump back into USPHL Elite Florida Division play for the rest of the season. Less than a minute remaining here in period number 1. Cam Maxwell had it, lost it there to Peyton Vela. Vela now will bring it out. 4-on-2 if they hurry. Vela brings it in. The 18-year-old from Rochester, New York, knocked off the puck by Sam Hansen, and a penalty going to be called on the Jets. So Sam Hansen will head off. A 2-minute minor for tripping. That'll put the Florida Junior Blades in a power play for the first time. 13.8%. Have scored 15 power play goals and 109 opportunities of the man advantage. Metro Jets, 85% of the penalty kill. Scored 2 shorthanded goals. So the Florida Junior Blades will end the first period on the power play. And provided the Jets can withstand the pressure, they will start the first half of the second period on the power play. McCausey with a shot, was blocked there by Racosta. McCausey kicks it into the corner, met there by Brody Jambrick. Another shot there, comes back. Jambrick blocks it as a horn sounds to end period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period. Florida Junior Blades was 7. Metro Jets was 7. 1 goal in that period. Jacob Douglas, his 8th goal of the season on the assist from Logan Cameron. And Hayes Poole has given the Florida Junior Blades a 1-0 lead heading into the first half of the second period. Showcase format, a little bit different than the regular season format, though the games do count in the regular season standings. Instead of the standard 3 minutes a period of play, with a resurface at the end of each period, it is 17-minute periods. And normally we would be resurfacing at the end of the first period. We were in the midst of a 1-minute break. And as soon as this break is over, the clock will reset to 8 minutes and 30 seconds in the first half of the second period. So at the end of that 8:30, the Zamboni will come out, resurface the ice. We'll come back, play the second half of the second period, then wrap it up with the third period. That's generally how it works in USPHL Showcase format. So both head coaches, Danny Vanderweel of the Metro Jets, Mac Diver of the Florida Junior Blades, gathering their troops. Getting them reset for the first half of the second period. The idea behind it is there are college scouts from all over North America here this weekend. The idea is as much hockey as humanly possible in a short amount of time. An opportunity for the scouts to see future talent for their colleges, for their universities. And with 9 less minutes, mistakes are magnified. So right now, the Florida Junior Blades are leading 1-0. So now the Jets have 9 less minutes to try to tie this game. So it puts an emphasis on it. It makes everything magnified that much more. A mistake is magnified. Everything is time-consuming. So, second period underway. Metro Jets, based out of Mount Clemens, Michigan, represent the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniform, blue shoulders, and red trim. They are skating right to left of your television screen. While the Florida Junior Blades, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division, call Estero, Florida home. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the green uniforms. White, gray, blue, and black trim. They are skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial. Blades still with another minute to go in the power play. The Sam Hansen minor. Picked up by Bardo with a shot, saved by Dreisbach. Rebound collected there by Lucas Bruce. Bruce with a puck. Over to Dylan McCausey. McCausey back over to Bruce. They'll play a little catch. Knocked away, though, there by Gavin Otto. Now here come the Jets. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Braden Graham over to Tyler Dix with a shot. Couldn't get the shot off, but did get it towards the net, and Nick Bagley makes the save. With 7:36 to go here in the first half of the second period. Golden opportunity shorthanded for the Metro Jets. As the case with a lot of, with showcases, you see a lot of the parents are here today, or here this weekend from all over the country. Always good to see. Some of the parents have their earbuds in, listening to the broadcast. Still 25 seconds left in the Florida Junior Blades' first power play of the day. Picked up by Hayes Poole. Poole with a shot, goes wide. Max Lee grabs it, wraps it around the boards, and it goes all the way down into the Florida Junior Blades zone. Nice defensive play by Max Lee. Peyton Vela with 5 seconds left in the power play. Over to Logan Cameron. Cameron brings it in. Had it knocked away by Grady Smith. Gives it across over to Peyton Vela. Vela got the shot off. Power play's over. Both teams back to full strength. So both teams 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Logan Cameron now had it knocked away by Grady Smith. Now Grayson Laprise goes after it, but it was knocked away by Cameron over to Jet Levine. Leaving now. Over to Max Lee. Grabs it. Had it knocked away by Peyton Vela. Vela brings it in. Backhand pass, knocked away by Grady Smith, but knocked away in return by Zeke Fields. Cameron with a shot, goes wide on Dreisbach. Has Ethan Lorraine lost the wheel behind the net. Hayden Ricasa trying to feed it over to Laprise. Comes back to Max Lee. Double team there. Comes back to Daniel Watson, who sends it in. Watson, some cross ice over to Hunter Phoebe. Phoebe now. Had it knocked away by Aiden Ricasta. Now at Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine to Grady Smith. Smith sidesteps Zeke Fields. He's got Grayson Laprise to his left elbow. Here goes Grady Smith. Smith brings it in. Knocked away by Jet Levine. And collected there by Hunter Phoebe. Phoebe had it pickpocketed by Grayson Laprise. Laprise over to Cam Maxwell. Maxwell still with the puck. Back over to Laprise with a shot up high and wide. Comes back over into the corner, met there by Noah Chambers. Comes out and knocked away by Zeke Fields. Comes back to Connor Mulligan. Mulligan now Phoebe around Mulligan. Phoebe comes in. Backhand shot. Toe saved by Dreisbach. Big stop by Brendan Dreisbach. Jets trying to get out of their own zone. Scott Shua over to Connor Mulligan. Intercepted there by Zeke Fields, but Cam Maxwell picked his pocket. Here comes Noah Chambers the other way. Chambers surrounded by a quartet of Blades. Picked up by Gabriel Lasavio. Lasavio feeds it up to the 38 of Jason Rivera. Rivera knocked to the boards by Connor Mulligan. Maxwell feeds it back before he himself getting driven to the boards. Chambers grabs it, less than 5 minutes remaining here in the first half of the second period. 1-0 score, Florida Junior Blades on top. Puck comes back to LaSavio, now over to the 21 of Daniel Watson. Had it knocked off the puck by Connor Mulligan. Kicked into the Blades zone, LaSavio. To Rivera, Rivera now to Watson. Watson off the boards. Lucas Bruce going after it, pressured by Scott Shua. Shua drives him into the boards. Mulligan back there as well. He's been on the ice for a while. Back to LaPrise, or to Clark now to Jarrett LeGros. LeGros brings it in. LeGros trying to go through the legs is Zach Barta. LeGros goes back after it, sends it over to the corner. Met there by Tyler Dix. Dix down to Jonah Clark. Clark back over to Tyler Dix. He'll play a little catch. Clark up to the point to Gavin Otto. Otto back to Jonah Clark. Pressured there by the 22 of Xavier Flaherty. Shot from the point, and Bagley gloves it down with 3:56 to go here in the first half of the second period. Hershey Cubs up 2-0 over the Motor City Gamblers next door on Rink C. Face off to the left, the goaltender Nick Bagley. Picked up by Flaherty off the draw win by Prokopets. Grayson LaPrise in front of the net, feeds it over to Graham with a shot, and Nick Bagley sticks the big paw and makes the save with 3:47 to go here in the first half of the second period. Mention how tough the Metro Jets have it in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. Every bit as tough for the Florida Junior Blades in that very potent USPHL Elite Florida Division. The three teams ahead of them, the Florida Eels, the Coral Springs Junior Cats, and the Tampa Bay Juniors. It is a dogfight in that Florida division. Zach Barta, recently sent down from the Blades Premier Squad. Had the puck, pressured there, now picked up there by Grady Smith, who sends it in before being knocked to the ice by John Satig. Smith gets right back up, feeds it back to Gavin Otto with a shot, doesn't get it all the way through. Zach Barta with a block, and Barta with a golf swing all the way in to the Jet zone. Fulop goes after it, icing the call with 3:01 to go here in first half of the second period. Coming up next here on Rink B, we go to USPHL Premier play. The Florida Junior Blades Big Brothers on the Premier side will play the Fort Wayne Spacemen. 10-15 face-off. Florida Junior Blades Premier also played their doubleheader day yesterday, going 1-1. While the Fort Wayne Spacemen had a single game yesterday, 9-0 victory over the Jersey Hitmen. Florida Junior Blades defeated the Hitmen 6-1 in their second game of the day yesterday. While earlier, the Blades also, it was a busy day yesterday for the Florida Junior Blades. A 7-2 loss earlier in the morning to the Northern Cyclones. So both the Premier and Elite teams on the Florida Junior Blades organization going 1-1. It's been a busy 24 hours for both Florida Junior Blades teams. As Axonoff now to Brody Jamrook. Jamrook, the 19-year-old from nearby St. Petersburg, Florida. Spent a lot of his youth right here at Advent Health Center Ice Arena. Jamrook, the former Seminole Shark, Florida high school hockey ranks, played a lot of his high school games right here in this arena. As Racosta sends it in, Ronnie Lubers goes after it. $1:35 to go here in the first half of the second period. Puck comes down the neutral zone. Aiden Racosta. Over to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine sends it in. Too far for Eli Schwarzer. And Nathan Ostrander will grab it. Wraps it around the boards. Bouncing puck goes all the way down. And on the delayed offside. And now intentional offside, which will send the puck all the way back down to the Blades zone with 1:11 to go here in the first half of the second period. Sizable crowd this morning, considering how early it is. As Noah Chambers for the Jets will take the draw against Jason Rivera, the 19-year-old Tampa native. Former Newsom Ice Wolf, Florida high school ranks. Pass right out in front. Chambers the backhand shot. And Maxwell trying to stick it across. Less than a minute remaining here in the first half of the second period. Rivera kicks it over to the 25 of Zeke Fields. Lorraine with a little bit of help from Cam Maxwell. Maxwell to Scott Jua. Jua to Noah Chambers. Knocked away there by Hunter Phoebe, but a shot goes wide. Fields battles there, and there's a shot there by Rivera. And Dreisbach was going the other way, but still was able to make the save. Comes back to the 3 of Caden Faircloth, the Jet Lavin. Lavin now looking for Hunter Phoebe, instead found Scott Jua. Jua gets it out in the neutral zone for Chambers, looking for Aiden Racosta. 10 seconds left. And the puck goes all the way down into the Jet zone, icing the call. 6.3 seconds left here in the first half of the second period. Shots 11-10 in favor of the Florida Junior Blades. 4-3 in this period. Face-off will be deep in the Blades zone. Important draw for Braden Graham, who will go up against Jason Rivera of the Blades. Graham pushes it forward, knocked away by Faircloth. Otto with a shot, bouncing puck. Graham over the shot, save, rebound, and not in time as Grady Smith pushed it past the goal line, but not in time. That was close. Shots on goal in the first half of the second period. The Florida Junior Blades with 4 Metro, or 2 first half total of 11. Metro Jets with 4 first half total of 11. The Blades with a single goal. Jacob Douglas, his 8th of the season from Lewin Cameron, and Hayes Poole at 10:19. Gives the Blades a 1-0 lead heading into the first half break. We'll take a short timeout, about 10 minutes or so. Come back for first half recap and start the second period. You're watching Day 2, the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase, live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Advent Health Center Ice Arena. We're located approximately 20 minutes northeast of Tampa in Wesley Chapel, Florida. It is day number 2 of the 2026 United States Premier Hockey League Tampa Showcase. First matchup of 21 games on the docket today amongst the 4 rinks here in the rink. This first matchup in USPHL Elite play at the end of the first half. The Florida Junior Blades 1, the Metro Jets 0. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Good to have you with us as we kick off a very busy day here in the Sunshine State. This first game, face-off is at 8:15. The 21st and final game, face-off will be at approximately 8:30 p.m. later tonight. As for this game, the Florida Junior Blades up 1-0. Official shots on goal in that first half of the second period. The Florida Junior Blades with 3, first half total of 10. While the Metro Jets also with 3, first half total of 10. And the Florida Junior Blades getting on the board first in the first period as Jacob Douglas, his 9th goal of the season, on the assist from Logan Cameron and Hayes Poole. That came at 10:19 of the first period to give the Blades a 1-0 lead. The Florida Junior Blades already 1-1 this week. A 5-2 loss yesterday to the Fort Wayne Spacemen, followed by a 3-1 victory, over the Motor City Gamblers yesterday afternoon, as yesterday was their doubleheader day. Well, the Metro Jets is their first game of the weekend and first game of the day. This is their doubleheader day. They'll come back later this afternoon, 4:30 p.m. next door in Rink C, as they'll play the Typhoon Hockey Club at the 4:30 face-off. Next game on the docket here on Rink B will be a 10:15 face-off in USPHL Premier play, as the Fort Wayne Spacemen will take on the Florida Junior Blades big brothers in the USPHL Premier side of things at a 10:15 face-off. Then the Fort Wayne Spacemen's little brothers on the Elite side will play the 2-time and defending USPHL Elite National Champions, the Carolina Junior Canes, at 12:15 p.m. So looking forward to those games. A full slate here today. One other game in progress. Less than 11 minutes to go in the first half of the second period. Hershey Cubs up 2-0 over the Motor City Gamblers. 9:30 face-off coming up. The Charleston Colonials, Hershey Cubs on the Premier side over on the primary Rink D. Then the Olympic-sized Rink A gets its first action of the weekend at 11:30 a.m. And it's USPHL Elite play with the Florida Eels and the Northern Cyclones. As we get set to go, second half of the second period. Metro Jets, based out of Mount Clemens, Michigan, represent the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. They are the designated home team for this game. Wearing the white uniforms, blue shoulders and red trim. They're skating right to left on your television screen, while the Florida Junior Blades, based out of Estero, Florida, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the green uniforms, white, gray, blue, and black trim. They're skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial, and Dreisbach comes up with a huge save to kick off the second half of the second period. And a short brouhaha in front of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. Traditionally, the USPHL Tampa Showcase signifies throughout the league that the teams swap jerseys for home and road games. The 2025 calendar year saw the designated home teams wearing the dark uniforms for their home games, while the road teams wore their light uniforms. The Tampa Showcase signifies the switch for the second half of the regular season and into the playoffs. So now for the rest of the year, the home teams at showcases and for regular season home games will wear their light uniforms. That traditionally occurs, the uniform swap for home and road. right here at the Tampa Showcase. So that is the reason for the Metro Jets wearing the home whites. And that will occur throughout the rest of the season into the 2026 USPHL National Championships, which will be on March 25th to the 29th at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey, hosted by the Jersey Hitmen. Tyler Dix over to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers with a shot off the blocker of Nick Bagley. Back over to Scott Shua. Shua looking for the deflection by Tyler Dix. It went wide. Picked up by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan now to Ronnie Lubers. Pressure there by Jaron Prokopets. Prokopets bounds there with Lubers. Lubers grabs it. Feeds it up. Looking for Aiden Ricasta. Was knocked away by Dylan McCausey. And now picked up by Zach Barda. Barda now. Misfire, but does get it into the Jet zone. Collected there by Scott Jua. The 19-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, his native country of Australia. Connor Mulligan off the pass from Jua to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers will bring it in. Behind the net, looking for somewhere to go. Wraps it around off the side of the net. And bouncing puck into the neutral zone. Picked up by Ethan Lorraine. Pressure there by Hayes Poole. Logan Cameron with a shot goes wide. Cameron now with the puck. Over to Poole. Poole trying to feed it back to Cameron. Cameron took it away from Lubers. Cameron sends it over into the corner, met there by Jacob Douglas, who's got the lone goal in this game. Over to Jet Lavin with a shot into the paraphernalia of Brendan Dreisbach, who hangs on with 6:11 to go here in the second period. So face off deep in the Jet zone to the left to goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. His glove side. And John Satigue lost that draw to Cam Maxwell of the Jets. Axonoff now to Noah Chambers. Chambers now to Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer deflects it in. Met there by Nathan Ostrander. Nice hit there by Schwarzer. Picked up by Logan Cameron. Cameron now brings the puck in. Up to Hayes Poole, too far for him. Axonoff lost the wheel, was able to gather himself back up. Try to get it out of the zone and negate the scoring opportunity. Axonoff around the boards for Eli Schwarzer, the 17-year-old Detroit native. Cameron sends it over to the corner, met there by Axonoff. Pass right out in front, dangerous pass, but they got away with it as the puck deflects all the way in the neutral zone. Lavin sends it in for the Blades. That could be icing, and indeed it is, with 5:22 to go here in the second period. Always great in showcase time to see the parents that are here. Don't get a chance to meet them very often, usually at showcases. We know they're listening in for home and road games during the regular season. It's always great to see, meet and greet the parents of not only the Metro Jets Hockey Club, but parents from all over the country. Max Lee with a shot. Save made, rebound comes out. Smith wraps it around. Couldn't get it across. As Nick Bagley lost his stick. Opportunity for the Jets. They can get a scoring opportunity. Max Lee brings it in. Lee had it knocked away by the 14. Logan Cameron. Cameron now to Peyton Vela. Vela now with a shot. Goes wide. As Bagley able to gather his stick back up, Grayson Laprise sends it in. Sticked away by Bagley. Laprise goes after his own rebound. Picked up by Braden Graham. I think we got more cookies. We got more cookies. Metro Jets parents certainly take care of the broadcaster, that's for sure. Picked up by Laprise, had it knocked away. Kept in by Ronnie Lubers. Lubers over to Laprise off the boards. Grayson Laprise now to Tyler Dix. The Lubers with a shot. Saved by Bagley. He'll hang on with 4:16 to go. Golden opportunity for Ronnie Lubers off the pass from Grayson Laprise. And Nick Bagley comes up big and makes a save. 4:16 to go here in period number 2. 1-0 score for the Junior Blades on top. As Tyler Dix takes the draw, wins it over to Jonah Clark, but was knocked away. Kept in by Scott Jua. Jua sends it over to the corner, met there by Zeke Fields. Kept in again by Connor Mulligan. Nice defensive play. Fields now brings it out, pressured by Mulligan. Here comes Zeke Fields. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Field with a shot off the shoulder of Brendan Dreisbach, and now picked up by Ronnie Lubers. Almost goal. Could have sent Tyler Dix on a break. Jua wraps it over to the other side for Connor Mulligan. Mulligan over to Tyler Dix, who knocks it away from Daniel Watson. Dix pressured by Watson to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers sidesteps Rivera, and it comes back. Jua pinches in, keeps the puck in. Lubers with a shot, goes wide. And comes back the other way. Mulligan now with the puck. Knocked away by Hunter Phoebe, but Jua grabs it away from him. Jua's cross-ice pass to Ronnie Lubers. Quick pass, outlet pass to Tyler Dix. Dix trying to go through 3 Blades as Hunter Phoebe takes it away. And now Phoebe grabs it, the 17-year-old Estero native. Phoebe waiting for reinforcements. Blades in the midst of a line change. Pass right out in front. Knocked away. Nice defensive play by Gavin Otto, but Prokopec knocks it away from Otto. Mulligan grabs it. Mulligan pressured by Prokopec. Gavin Otto grabs it. Not out and off the stick of Phoebe. And Fairclough sends it in for Gavin Otto. Otto off the boards to Matty Phillips. Phillips lost it there to Prokopec. Picked up by Lucas Bruce. Bruce now over to McCausey. As Prokopec had it knocked away by Aiden Racasta. Racasta will bring it in. The 19-year-old from Lapeer, Michigan, sends it in right into the glove of Nick Bagley, who wisely hangs on with 2:16 to go here in the second period. Jets now out shooting the Blades 14-12, but so far have not figured out a way to get a puck past goaltender Nick Bagley. Big goaltender, 6'3", 170-pounder out of Comox Valley, British Columbia, Canada. Axonoff trying to keep it in. Delayed offside, the Jets going to allow the Blades to bring it out. Bruce deflects it in. McCausey goes after it, pressured by Braden Graham. Knocked into the neutral zone, picked up by Lasavio. Gabriel Lasavio over to Dylan McCausey, who tried to send it in, blocked by Braden Graham initially, and up in the netting and out of play. 1:53 to go. Here in the second period. Face off the neutral zone to our right. Logan Cameron for the Blades will take the draw against Cam Maxwell of the Jets. One of the 3 original Metro Jets elite from the inaugural 2023-2024 season. Hand pass being called. Cam Maxwell along with Sam Hansen and Tyler Dix. The 3 remaining holdovers from that inaugural season. Maxwell will take the draw again against Cameron. And Cameron won that draw that time as Lasavio will bring it in. Gabriel Lasavio. Pressured there by Noah Chambers. Wraps it around the board. Jacob Douglas grabs it right out in front. Was looking for Cameron. And gets kicked back all the way into the Blade zone. Lasavio wraps it around the boards for Jacob Douglas. Axonoff blocks that. Trying to feed it to Cameron. Maxwell, but now Douglas grabs it. Douglas the lone goal in this game. Cameron with a shot off the toe of Dreisbach. Cameron feeds it back over to Lavin with a shot. Doesn't get all the way through. Comes back to Douglas. Douglas back to Lavin. Lavin with a shot. Saved by Dreisbach. Rebound comes out. Dreisbach kicks it away and goes to the goal mouth. And back over to Noah Chambers. And Chambers knocks it into the Blades bench and out of play. 57 seconds left here in the second period. Face off deep in the Jets zone. It's been a pretty good goaltenders duel between Brendan Dreisbach of the Jets, Nick Bagley of the Blades. Bouncing puck and into the Blades bench again. Florida Junior Blades bench picking up a lot of souvenir pucks here this morning. So we'll try it again. 52.1 seconds left. Peyton Vela with the puck. Vela, the 18-year-old from Rochester, Michigan, to Jet Lavin. Lavin with a shot was blocked by Laprise. Pick up by Vela. Vela now knocked away by Ethan Lorraine. Not out Kevin Melavain with a shot, blockered away. And Max Lee trying to get it out. Pressured there by the 17 of Lucas Fulop. Fulop had it knocked into the neutral zone. Allows the Jets to bring it out. Braden Graham's got speed. Knocked away by Satigue. John Satigue, the former Minnesota Blue Ox. Pressured there by Grady Smith. Smith able to knock into the neutral zone. And a penalty coming. Cross-checking minor on Braden Graham with 10.4 seconds left. And that'll put the Blades back on the power play for the second time. They're 0 for 1. So just like the end of the first period, the Blades will end the period and potentially begin the next period on the power play. They are 0 for 1. So face off deep in the Jet zone. 10.4 seconds left here in period number 2. Important draw, Rakasa and Prokopets, and Rakasa, very important draw win. Try to get out of this period unscathed. This Grady Smith now to Rakasa. 1 second left. He'll just dump it in. And that'll do it. The horn will sound, ending period number 2. Shots on goal in the second period. Florida Junior Blade was 6. 2-period total of 13. For the Metro Jets was 7. 2-period total of 14. No goals in that second period, just the one in the first. Jacob Douglas, his 8th goal of the season from Logan Cameron and Hayes Poole at 10:19, has given the Blades a 1-0 lead heading into the third period. As parents losing coffee and breakfast down here after that check late in the second period. Hopefully everyone's coffee is okay down there. That's the most important thing. Sandwich may not have made it, but that's all right. Third period, about set to go. Director of Hockey Operations, General Manager Justin Kinville, along with head coach of the Jets, Danny Vanderweel, giving instruction to their Metro Jets elite core. Down 1-0. It's been a good goaltenders duel between Nick Bagley of the Florida Junior Blades, Brendan Dreisbach of the Metro Jets. Big thank you to Alex on the camera today. Certainly appreciate it. We get to spend the morning together. I'm just about out of coffee. Oh, I got plenty of drinks. I'm good. Long day today. 6 games today. This is game 1. Third period about to get underway. The Metro Jets represent the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. Play their home games at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Located 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. They are the designated home team for this game, wearing the white uniforms, blue shoulders, and red trim. They're skating left to right. On your television screen with the Florida Junior Blades, representing the USPHL Elite Florida Division. Play their home games at Hertz Ice Arena, located 20 minutes south of Fort Myers, about 2 hours south of us here in Wesley Chapel in Estero, Florida. They are the designated road team for this game, wearing the green uniforms. White, gray, blue, and black trim. They're skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial Whether it's your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your big screen TV, however and wherever you're watching us, including some parents with earbuds here in the building, we appreciate you tuning in to the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase, live exclusively on Black Bear TV. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Good to have you with us at the Florida Junior Blades in the midst of their second power play to kick off the third period. Zach Barta keeps it in, knocked away by Acosta. Sam Hansen backhands it into the neutral zone. Killing off some valuable time, allows the Jets go for wholesale changes on the penalty killing unit. Here comes Zach Barta the other way. Barta backhands it in, past Connor Mulligan. Mulligan pressures Barta along the boards. Jarrett LeGros was right there as well, pressured by Dylan McCausey. They continue to battle along the boards. Nice effort there by Connor Mulligan, and knocks it in to the Blade zone. Still 10 seconds left in the power play. 1-0 score, 15-15 to go here in the third period. Peyton Vela brings it in, knocked away by Dmitry Aksanov. Power play's over, both teams back to full strength. And the Metro Jets now 2 for 2 in the penalty kill. Kirk Cameron had it knocked away. Tyler Dix now bouncing puck for Connor Mulligan. Mulligan now with the puck, knocked away, but Jarrett LeGros bails him out. LeGros sends it over to the corner for Mulligan. Now to Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer now to LeGros. Jarrett LeGros back to Eli Schwarzer. Pressured there by the 38 of Jason Rivera. Back to Mulligan. Mulligan now to Maxinov. Maxinov with a shot. Doesn't get it all the way through. Schwarzer with the backhand shot. Bagley corrals it and covers with 14:34 to go here in the third period. It's not for the lack of chances by the Metro Jets. They're throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at Nick Bagley. But so far, Bagley, the 19-year-old goaltender from Comox Valley, British Columbia, Canada, has stood tall. Chambers pushes it forward. Daniel Watson trying to get it out, and he did, just barely. Phoebe's pass intercepted by Aksanov and picked up by Daniel Watson. Knocked away by Cam Maxwell. Maxwell ran into his line mate, Eli Schwarzer. Maxwell and Phoebe in a battle. Schwarzer feeds it back, no one home. And Connor Mulligan brings it in. Knocked away by Incardone. And Noah Chambers goes back after it over to Dmitry Aksanov. A forward converted over to defense back in the month of December, and he's found himself a home on the blue line for the Jets. As Watson had it taken away, picked up by Braden Graham. Graham with a shot, saved by Bagley. Rebound to Schwarzer, and Bagley pokes that away. And here come the Blades the other way. Lucas Filop. Filop now with the puck. Pressured by Aksanov. Nice poke check by Aksanov. And he bounces it into the neutral zone. Lasavio now over to the 26 of Zach Barta. Barta knocks it in. Braden Graham goes back after it. Wraps it around the boards for Aksanov. He's been out there a while. Knocked away there by Hunter Phoebe. Now here comes Connor Mulligan the other way. Mulligan pitching in from the blue line. And the puck deflected into the Blades bench again and out of play. 9:39 to go. Here in, 13:04 to go. Here in the third period. And it was determined that the puck was knocked out of play by the Blades, so the faceoff will come deep into the Jet zone. Aiden Acosta will take the draw against Jaron Prokopets, the captain of the Blades elite team. Prokopets wins that draw. Bouncing puck. Max Lee couldn't keep it in. Gavin Otto keeps it in the neutral zone for now, as Max Lee will go back after it. Lee off the boards behind the net to Gavin Otto. Otto comes out with it. Knocked away there by the 37 of Lucas Bruce. Max Lee around the boards, now picked up by Grayson Laprise. Laprise brings it in, pressure by Prokopets. Avoids the check, over to Grady Smith with a shot, he scores! Grady Smith ties the game for the Metro Jets. As the Jets finally solve Blades goaltender Nick Bagley has Grady Smith, the 18-year-old from Gaylord, Michigan, his 5th goal of the season, and the Jets have tied it at 1. Beautiful feed by Grayson Laprise, and Grady Smith pounces on the rebound, and the Jets have tied this game at 1. Big goal by Grady Smith, the former Gaylord Blue Devil, Michigan High School Athletic Association. Big goal by the Jets. Grady Smith with the goal. His 5th of the season from Grayson Laprise at 4:37 has given the Jets a 1-1 tie. Now all the momentum on the side of the Jets. They finally solved goaltender Nick Bagley. And the puck sent down. Hayes Poole's going to negate the icing. Got there ahead of Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine now to Ronnie Lubers. Knocked in, kept in by Ostrander. Blocked by LeGros. Lubers now up to Tyler Dix. He's got speed and got some room. Dix had to corral the puck. And then going behind the goal line. Couldn't get a shot off. And now picked up there by Nathan Ostrander. Ostrander now picked off by Scott Jua. Jua picks it off over to Tyler Dix. Dix now to Gerald LeGros. Knocked away by Peyton Vela. Vela brings it in. Vela, his 3rd season with the Florida Junior Blades Elite. Has seen some time in the Blades Premier Squad. Logan Cameron's shot was blocked, and Brendan Dreisbach just wisely covers. 11:07 to go here in the 3rd period. Grady Smith, his 5th goal of the season from Grayson Laprise at 4:37, has given the Jets a 1-1 tie with the Florida Junior Blades. As Cam Maxwell will take the draw against John Satigue, the 18-year-old from Monticello, Minnesota. Knocked into the zone by Noah Chambers. Xavier Flaherty goes after it. Knocked away by Cam Maxwell. A little bit of help from Scott Shua. Now Vela looking for Lucas Philop, and now instead found Noah Chambers. Flaherty goes after it, pressured by Cam Maxwell. Maxwell kicks it over. Schwarzer to Chambers with a shot, sticked away by Bagley. Chambers didn't get all he wanted in that shot. Chambers has another chance off the glove, and Bagley covers with 10:33 to go here in the 3rd period. The Jets out shooting the Blades 4-1 in this 3rd period. As the top line, Braden Graham, Grayson Laprise, Grady Smith comes out. Head-to-head with the Jason Rivera line with Hunter Phoebe. As well as Zeke Fields of the Blades. Mulligan kicks it up to Grayson Laprise. Laprise now to Scott Shua with a shot. Bouncing puck off the shoulder of Nick Bagley. Grady Smith, who tied this game for the Jets, battles. He gets a little bit of help from Grayson Laprise. Try to get over to Braden Graham. Knocked away by Jason Rivera. Jason Rivera now to Hunter Phoebe. Phoebe had it knocked away. Now here comes Grady Smith back the other way. Grady Smith just scored his 5th goal of the season. Feeds it out to Laprise with a shot. Goes wide. There's a shot off an off angle by Laprise. Went off the side of the net. Smith grabs it. Aiden Ricosta waiting in front of the net. Comes back to Hunter Phoebe. Phoebe now brings it out. Phoebe looking for, finds Zeke Fields. Knocked away by Gavinato. Fields now waiting for reinforcements. Knocked away by Laprise. Laprise kicks it back over to Connor Mulligan. Mulligan into the neutral zone. Picked up by Nathan Ostrander. Ostrander now to Lasavio. Gabriel Lasavio trying to feed to Zeke Fields. Knocked away by Gavin Otto. Otto pressured there by Phoebe and picked up by Grayson Laprise. Has been out there a while. Picked up by Ostrander. Now Laprise goes off for a line change. Dreisbach lets it go for Dmitry Axelov. Takes a hop off the Zamboni doors. Picked up by Prokopets. Otto takes it away from him. Comes back to Prokopets. Up to Ostrander at the point with a shot blocked by Jared LeGros. And Racosta trying to get it out. Lost the wheel. Had the presence in mind, though, to get it over to Gavin Otto. Back to Axelov. Back to Otto. Now to Jared LeGros. Bounce off his stick. And now picked up by Ostrander. Ostrander sends it in. Jared LeGros digs it out. Pressure by Dylan McCausey. Comes back to Racosta with a shot. Bouncing puck into the glove of Nick Bagley, who hangs on with 8:21 to go here in the third period. Shots 5-1 now in favor of the Jets. As Cam Maxwell comes out on the line with Eli Schwarzer and Noah Chambers. Max Lee and Sam Hansen, two veterans on the blue line. Comes back to Hansen, who's able to keep it in. Maxwell, though, had it pushed away there by Logan Cameron. Now Noah Chambers grabs it. Chambers backhand pass Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer with a shot. Save made by Bagley. Fairclough back to Hansen. Hansen with a drive, deflected by Schwarzer. Comes back over to Cam Maxwell, went through the legs. And here comes Jacob Douglas the other way. Douglas now to Hayes Poole. Poole brings it in. Knocked away by Sam Hansen. A little bit of help from Eli Schwarzer. Schwarzer up to Noah Chambers. Chambers brings it in. Chambers turns around, fires into the glove of Nick Bagley, who hangs on with 7:42 to go here in the third period. I'm out of coffee. Time to dig into the drinks. Got plenty. $7:42 to go. 1-1 tie. Jua sends it over into the corner. Braden Graham goes after it. Pressure there by the two of Jet Lavin. Gives it over to Grady Smith. Smith pressured there by Ostrander. Here comes Jet Lavin. The 18-year-old from Little Rock, Arkansas. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Offside as Peyton Vela lost the wheel. Trying to stay onside. Face off the neutral zone in front of the Jets bench. Important draw win there by Braden Graham. Picked up by Scott Jua. Pass intercepted by Satigue with a shot off the shoulder of Dreisbach. Now Grady Smith goes after it. So does Grayson Laprise. Picked up by Peyton Velo. Lost it. Gathers it back up. Pressured by Laprise. Gets a little bit of help from Braden Graham. Graham brings it in around all five blades. Backhand shot off an off angle. As Jua knocks his man to the ice, picked up by Lubers. Lubers sends it back into the blade zone. 6:45 to go here in the third period. 1-1 tie between the Metro Jets and the Florida Junior Blades. Falop had it knocked away. Jua deflects it in the neutral zone, picked up by Jared LeGros. LeGros with a shot into the glove of Nick Bagley, who hangs on with 6:26 to go here in the third period. Drop your phone. Face off to the left to Nick Bagley. Jared LeGros will take the draw against Jason Rivera. Big draw win. Lubers with a shot off the face off, and Bagley makes a save with 6:23 to go. The Jets absolutely peppering Nick Bagley in this third period already out shooting the Blades, 9-1. And Rivera kicked out. So Zeke Fields will take the draw for the Blades against Jarrett LeGros. LeGros wins that draw. Knocked away by Cardone, but kept in. Nice play by Connor Mulligan to keep it in. Tyler Dix. Backhanded to Dimitri Axonov with a shot. Was partially blocked, but enough to get it out in the neutral zone. Had it knocked away and offside. The call as Zeke Fields brings it in offside. .6:05 to go here in the third period. 1-1 tie. Grady Smith, his 5th of the season from Grayson Laprise at 4:37. And a penalty coming to the Jets. Jarrett LeGros will head off. 2-minute minor for tripping. Will put the Blades back in the power play for the third time. They're 0 for 2. Important penalty kill here for the Metro Jets. They do have 2 shorthanded goals this season. Face off deep in the Jet zone. Braden Graham will take the important draw against Sharon Prokopets. And Graham wins it. Trying to fire it off, kept in by Dylan McCausey with a little bit of help from Zach Barda. Barda across over to Lucas Bruce. Bruce looking for McCausey. As Prokopets parked in front of the net, battles there with Axonov. Lucas Bruce grabs it. Feeds it up to Zach Barda, couldn't keep the puck in. Has to retreat in the neutral zone. Bruce now to Satigue. John Satigue, pressured by Tyler Dix. Slows things down, leaves it for Lucas Bruce. Bruce now brings it in. Pressured by Dimitri Axonov. Bruce around the net, over to Barda with a shot. Was blocked by Axonov. And Aiden Racosta grabs it. Racosta going to bring it in. Just lobs it into the Blade zone. Nice play by Racosta to kill off some more time in that penalty kill. As Barda brings it out, he'll quarterback his power play unit for the Florida Junior Blades. The 19-year-old from Prior Lake, Minnesota, sends it in. Picked up by Max Lee, who drives it down into the neutral zone. Picked up by Dylan McCausey, leading scorer for the Blades. Off the skate of Satigue, and now picked up by Jet Levine. Levine sends it over to the corner. Max Lee goes after it, met there by Peyton Villa. Gets a little bit of help there from Hunter Phoebe. Digging it now is a 37 of Lucas Bruce. Bruce traps it, pressured there by Gavin Otto. Puts on the brakes behind the net. Knocked away. Nice play by Max Lee to knock it away. Comes back to Gavin Otto. But McCausey grabs it. Pressured by Otto. And now taken away. Now the Jets 2-on-1 if they hurry. Racosta Laprise. Laprise now with the puck. Steps out. Fires. He scores! Grayson Laprise, short-handed, has given the Jets a 2-1 lead. As Grayson Laprise, the 20-year-old from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan, his 12th goal of the season, short-handed, and the Jets lead 2-1. Great setup by Aiden Racosta to feed Grayson Laprise, and Laprise made no mistake over the right shoulder of goaltender Nick Bagley, and the Jets lead by a score of 2-1. Big shorthanded goal by the Jets with 4 minutes left in the third. Laprise, his 12th goal of the season from Aiden Racosta at 12:49. Has given the Jets a 2-1 lead. And the power play's over. Both teams back to full strength. Jewin out of Chambers. Chambers with a shot. Just missed the corner. Jewin now with the puck over to Axonov. Axonov too far for Smith. And icing the call. 3:30 to go. Grayson Laprise, his 12th goal of the season from Aiden Racosta at 12:49. has given the Jets a 2-1 lead. Laprise with a goal and assist today for the Jets. Leading scorer for the Jets coming into this game. Picks up 2 more points. Ricasa, the second leading scorer, picks up an assist. The Jets out shooting the Blades 10-1 in this third period. They have really stepped on the gas here in the last stanza. Knocked away, nice play by Noah Chambers. Picked up by Jet Levine. Levine now. Backhand pass for Ostrander, wasn't expecting it, and now picked up by Tyler Dix. Over to Scott Jua. Jua knocks into the neutral zone. Poole brings it out, knocked off the puck by Jua. Nice play. A little bit of help there from Lorraine, and now comes out back into the Blades zone. Time running out now on the Blades. In danger of falling to 1-2 this weekend. While the Jets looking to kick off their weekend with a potential W. Poole pressured on the puck there. Knocked away by Tyler Dix. Logan Cameron grabs it, trying to feed it to Ostrander. A little miscommunication, but they figured it out. Ostrander now to Jacob Douglas. Douglas with a shot and gloved down by Brendan Dreisbach, who hangs on with 2:36 to go here in the third period. Second shot of the period faced by Brendan Dreisbach. And a timeout being called by the Florida Junior Blades. Head coach Mac Diver reassembling his troops. Giving him the game plan, a potential for Nick Bagley to head to the bench for an extra attacker coming up. Grayson Laprise, short-handed, his 12th goal of the season from Aiden Ricasa at 12:49 has given the Jets a 2-1 lead. And it started at 4:37 in the third period with Grady Smith, his 5th of the season, on the assist from Laprise. So Laprise with a goal and an assist. Grady Smith with a goal. Aiden Ricasa with an assist. .236 to go. Shots 10-2 in favor of the Jets in this third period. 24-15 overall in favor of the Jets. So the Jets come out with Braden Graham, Grady Smith, and Grayson Laprise, with Gavin Otto and Max Lee. The Blades counter with John Satig, Peyton Vela, as well as Lucas Philop, with Jet Levine and Daniel Watson on the blue line. Bouncing puck to the left of goaltender Dreisbach. Vela with a shot, blocked by Max Lee. And Laprise will send it right in. That's going to be an icing with 2:23 to go here in period number 3. A thriller to kick off day 2 here at the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. Face off deep in the Jet zone to the left of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. Braden Graham against John Satig. Graham wins the draw. Lee tried to get it out, kept in by Daniel Watson. It's wrapped around the boards, picked up by Peyton Vela. Grady Smith is there. Satig grabs it. The former Minnesota Blue Ox. Satig trying to look for somewhere to go. Makes a complete circle out on Peyton Vela, knocked away by Max Lee again. Max Lee has had one heck of a defensive game for the Jets. And one player is down. And the whistle blows. One player was down. The puck was underneath the boards to our left. So whistle blew. 1:57 to go. Face off this time to Brendan Dreisbach's right, his blocker side, as Lucas Bruce will take the draw. Racasta trying to push it forward, Barta. And the net is empty to our right. Shot saved by Dreisbach. Nick Bagley on the bench, extra attacker on the ice. Picked up by Douglas, now over to McCauley. McCarthy to Barta with a shot through a screen, doesn't get all the way through. Mulligan grabs it. He'll send it toward the empty net. And just missed. Icing the call, 1:31 to go here in the third. Empty net to our right. Extra attacker on the ice for the Blades. Another important draw for Aiden Racasta of the Jets. He'll go one-on-one with Lucas Bruce. To the right, a goaltender, Brendan Dreisbach. Bruce pushes it forward. Bouncing puck, Barta keeps it in. Racasta fed it over to the corner looking for Mulligan. Comes back to Racasta, who sends it down, not far enough. Barta's got to go after it. Minute 15 to go here in the third period. Picked up by Prokopez, knocked away almost by LeGros. McCausey brings it in for Jacob Douglas. Douglas now on the puck. Picked off there by McCausey, trying to feed it out in front. Knocked away by Mulligan. Dreisbach covers, and he scored! Jaron Prokopez through a traffic and tied the game for the Florida Junior Blades. As Jaron Prokopez, the 19-year-old from Estero, Florida, his 9th goal of the season, and the Blades have tied it with 56.8 seconds left here in the third. The captain, leading his troops for the Blades, has tied this game. And head coach Danny Vanderweel wants an explanation. He did not like the explanation he got. But Prokopez has tied this game for the Blades. His 9th goal of the season from Dylan McCausey and Jacob Douglas at 16:03 has tied this game. Picked off there by Rivera, now picked off by Gavin Otto. Otto sends it in. Chet Levine now grabs it. Levine pressured there by Grayson Laprise. Over to Nathan Ostrander. 35 seconds left. Otto couldn't keep the puck in. Send it back into the Blade zone. Levine will grab it. 25 seconds left. Laprise almost picked it off. Picked up by Hayes Poole. Poole sends it in. Otto brings it right back out. Otto to Grady Smith. Knocked away by Ostrander. And it comes back to the 41 of Hayes Poole. Poole brings it in. Poole, triple team there. Nice play by Ostrander to keep it in. 3 seconds left. And the puck goes into the corner. We're going to overtime. Good news for both teams. They're guaranteed a point. As we head to overtime. Second overtime game of the weekend here at the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. Shots on goal in the third period. Florida Junior Blades with 4 for a 3-period total of 17, while the Metro Jets with 10, 3-period total of 24. So overtime rules, just like in the regular season. The teams will switch sides, but only will go 3-on-3 hockey. And for 5 minutes, if that isn't enough, we'll go to a best-of-3 shootout. If that doesn't work, we go to a sudden death shootout until the cows come home. You have to be in an older generation to get that reference. Overtime coming next. And the Jets are pretty darn good in overtime. .5-0-1 this season in the extra stanza. 5-0-1-0, we should say. Well, they were supposed to switch sides. Looks like we'll stay on each side. So Jarrett LeGros, Tyler Dix, Dmitry Aksanov for the Jets. Jaron Prokopets, Logan Cameron, Zach Barta for the Blades. Here comes Prokopets. 3-on-3 really opens up the ice, especially in overtime. Prokopets will bring it in. He's the one that tied it for the Blades. Cameron with a puck. Pressured by Jarrett LeGros. LeGros knocked it away. Now LeGros off to the races with Tyler Dix. Tyler Dix now with the puck. Backhand shot. Sicked away there by Bagley. Picked up by Prokopets. Normally the teams switch sides. For some reason they have not in this case. But nevertheless we play on. Lucas Bruce now with the puck. You'll see a lot of quick line changes. Ice really opened up for both teams, so mistakes even more magnified. Time is of the essence. Picked up by Dylan McCausey. Pressure by Dmitry Aksanov. Gets it over to the two of Jet Levine. Levine with a shot. Look at the deflection. Saved by Dreisbach. Big stop by Dreisbach. Here come the Jets the other way. Dmitry Aksanov brings it in. He's got speed. Aksanov had it knocked away by McCausey. Grayson Laprise parked in front of the net. McCausey has it. Pressure by Aksanov. Laprise sent it out in front. Picked up by Lucas Bruce. Bruce gathers it back up. Lets his team make some changes. 3:20 to go here in overtime. Picked up there by the 21 of Daniel Watson. Pressured by Grady Smith. And lost it there to Aiden Racosta. Racosta grabs it. He'll bring it out the neutral zone. A lot of open ice. Racosta feeds it back to Otto. Satigue was right there. Otto pressured by Satigue. Grady Smith grabs it. Racosta heading towards the net. Smith with the puck. Pressured by Watson. And now Smith comes out with it. Smith over to Gavin Otto. Otto with a shot. Bouncing puck wide. Picked up by Grady Smith. Smith pressured by Watson. Again, Peyton Villa is there as well. Comes back to Racosta. Racosta with a shot off the glove of Bagley. Otto keeps it in. Otto feeds it across for Racosta. 2:25 to go here in overtime. Racosta sidesteps Satigue. Send it towards the net. Looking for the deflection there by Gavin Otto. Satigue had it knocked away by Otto. Gets it back. Satigue waits for reinforcements. Feeds it back to Peyton Vella. Jets allowed to make some changes. Vella now to the 41 of Hayes Poole. Poole pressured by LeGros. Poole goes down. Picked up by LeGros. JC and Rivera knocks it away from him over to Zach Barta. Barta now over to Hayes Poole. Poole down to Rivera. Rivera pressured by Max Lee. LeGros is there. It's 1:45 to go here in overtime. JC and Rivera around Tyler Dix. The backhand shot. Dreisbach with a blocker's save. Here come the Jets back the other way. Max Lee. Cross ice pass to Tyler Dix. Dix brings it in. Dix leaves it for Jared LeGros. LeGros got room. Fires off the glove and into the glove of Nick Bagley, who hangs on with 1:25 to go here in overtime. If you have your heart pills, take them now. I left mine at the hotel. Won by the Jets. Laprise pressured by Cameron. And now here comes Prokopets, who tied this game for the Blades. Jaron Prokopets. Third season with the Blades. Wearing the captain's C. Over to Jet Levine. Levine back to Prokopets. Here comes Jaron Prokopets with a shot. Patted away by Dreisbach. Here comes Grayson Laprise the other way. Over to Braden Graham. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Braden Graham brings it in with a shot. He scores! Game over! Metro Jets have defeated the Florida Junior Blades by a score of 3-2. Braden Graham, the overtime hero again for the Metro Jets. The 18-year-old from Lake Orion, Michigan, his 11th goal of the season. On the assist from Grayson Laprise, and the Metro Jets have defeated the Florida Junior Blades by a score of 3-2 in overtime. The Jets start the weekend 1-0. They'll climb to 18-9, 1-0, 37 points. Now have won 3 in a row, while the Florida Junior Blades fall to 1-1-1. This weekend, 14-12, 2-0. Good for 30 points, still third in the Florida division. Braden Graham, his 11th from Grayson Laprise at 4:05 of overtime. Your player of the game, 1 goal, 2 assists for the Metro Jets. The 42 of Grayson Laprise is your player of the game. Involved in all 3 goals. The Metro Jets will get a little time to relax, and then they'll play later this afternoon at 4:30 p.m. next door in Rink C against the Typhoon Hockey Club. The Florida Junior Blades will wrap up their Tampa showcase tomorrow, Sunday, January 4th against the Charleston Colonials, right here on Rink B at 4 p.m. Coming up next, it'll be USPHL Premier Play, the Fort Wayne Spacemen and the Florida Junior Blades on the Premier side. Once again, a final score in overtime. Metro Jets 3, Florida Junior Blades 2. You're watching the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase live exclusively on Black Bear TV.